Go for it.
Yeah, so I feel like shit today. I got my first Pfizer dose of the vaccine yesterday. And let me just tell you, the way that Ohio has been doing this has been a complete shit show. But
I thought
I
so
went
too,
to,
but maybe for a different
yeah,
reason than you.
well, it's just that I spent, so Friday I became eligible since I'm over 40. And myself and everybody else I know who was trying to get scheduled for a vaccine had the same issue, that we would go to
Mm-hmm.
a website. They would then link us to other providers. And those providers were all full, or the Kroger website wouldn't work. So it dawned on me after speaking with a friend of mine, hey, where's the area that would be most likely to have an abundance of vaccines and not many people who want the vaccine? Trump country. So I decided to search in a nearby county that was very rural and heavily populated with Trump voters. And sure enough, no appointment necessary. I was able to
You just
pre-register.
walk in.
Yeah, it was a drive-through clinic. And so I was able to pre-register on Friday, and then Saturday morning I drove up and got my shot. Yeah, it was pretty great. And then I told another friend of mine to go there too. So that's the background of it. It's a complete mess, but hey, if you're struggling to get an appointment, just go wherever it's heavily populated with people who don't want the vaccine, and you'll be good to go. So I got my shot, and it was.
That is so funny. That's
But
so
hey,
funny.
as they say, work smarter, not harder, right? So if you
Yeah.
just put two and two together, it equals four. So I got my first dose, which was the same as this. I got Pfizer. Jason, my husband, got Pfizer as well. His first dose was pretty typical of most people I've heard, which is that your arm hurts and then you feel a little groggy or whatever, and then you're fine the next day. Mine was so different, and I don't know what to make of this. That I felt my arm hurt worse than a tetanus shot, and tetanus shots are notorious for being really sore. So my arm is super sore yesterday. I couldn't even move it without pain. And I was really fatigued for most of the afternoon. And then towards the
Mm-hmm.
evening, I felt like I was not tired anymore, but then my head was kind of like cloudy, almost like a sinus headache or something. And
Yeah.
then I went to bed. And when I went to bed, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and my head was hurting so bad. It felt like a dehydration headache plus a caffeine withdrawal headache put together and then multiplied by 50. So I had trouble sleeping last night because I just couldn't get comfortable. My neck was hurting. Oh, and I woke up this morning, and every time I moved my body, my head would just start radiating with this pain again. So I drank some caffeine, laid on the couch for quite a long time today. My headache sort of went away, and then it started to come back at dinner time. It's not as bad right now. But I was so tired after I ate dinner that I could have just gone to sleep. And this was
Mm-hmm.
not what I was expecting. I was expecting to feel better by today. So I can't, I can't even work tomorrow because I haven't slept well. And I think I need my body to recover. So it's a miracle that I'm even doing this podcast tonight because I feel like crap.
Yeah. All right.
So for
Dang.
anybody who hasn't gotten the vaccine yet, if the majority of people say the first dose is a breeze, you might want to hold off on banking on that because it might not be a breeze. And I don't know what that means for me, though. I don't know if it means that my immune system um, is just really bad and that's why I'm having a bad reaction, or if it means that I had COVID and didn't know it before. I don't know what to think.
Did you talk to your doctor? Because that person might know what to think.
No, I don't. I don't like my primary care physician,
Phew,
and
get a new
yeah,
one.
it's this. Well, it's the same doctor that I've had for many, many years, and I just never changed. But the problem is the entire last year, it's not the right
Mm-hmm.
time to go find a new doctor. So Um, we
Okay.
were planning on finding new doctors as soon as possible, but that got put on hold for COVID. So, yeah, I can't wait till the second dose, man. Oh my God, I don't even know what to expect.
Well, it sounds like the Trump supporters may be right, or the QAnoners, or the conspiracy theorists may be right. You got the fucking Bill Gates, George Soros, friggin' microchip, and your body's rejecting it. And
The
so this is
microchip
what
is
is
not doing
happening.
well in my body, right? Hey, all things considered, what I'm experiencing right now is so much better than the actual virus. So
It's so
I'll
much better
take
than
it.
dying.
Uh huh.
It's like everyone talks about the side effects of the vaccine, but no one
Yeah.
ever mentions the biggest side effect. You get to live.
I know. I would rather feel this pain now and know that I'm going to survive if I get the actual virus. So
Yeah.
yeah, but man, I feel like shit, and I have things to do tomorrow, so this better be gone.
You just
That's
have to
it.
let the universe come to you, man. Like you have stuff to do tomorrow, but then this is happening. So this is what is happening. That's all.
Well, the things that I'm doing tomorrow, I'm still going to do, but it'll just suck all that much more if I feel like garbage.
Hmm.
Well, I took the day off work though. All right, that's my story.
And you're
Because I'm a
sticking to
grandma.
it.
Because I'm a grandma, and I got the shot.
So you were saying that the way Ohio is going about it is really, really shitty. I think it,
Yeah.
like I agree with you for that reason, but also their age groups are just really, really weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
They started with, I think they started with like 70 plus or some shit, and then they went like 60 plus or
75 plus.
65, 75
It
plus.
went 75 plus, then 70 plus, then 60 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it jumped. Like there's some, so all of those are just like 5 to 10 between each other. And then it
Yeah.
jumped to 40 and above. And I'm just like, so why did I don't know why Ohio thinks that 40 to 60 is a smaller population number than 65 to 70. I thought that was really weird. And then so I'm looking
Yeah,
up
that
when
is
I need
weird.
to go get, I'm looking up like, okay, when are people, normal people who haven't gotten it yet, my age, have to go
Normal
get it.
people.
Yeah. And then they I'm looking at the thing and it's like 40 to 60 or 40 to wherever can get it between now and the 29th of March. And then on the 29th of March, it's going to be 16 to 40. And I'm like, how you go from 5, 5, 5, 10, 20, 25? Like what is going on? That's crazy. So,
Well, there's another story behind
like, why didn't they
because
do
that's
it by
the
eight by groups of 10, like 60 to 70,
right,
50 to 60,
right.
40 to uh,
It doesn't make any sense. The brackets that they chose don't make any sense. But a friend of mine
it's March
told me,
Madness.
yes, it is March Madness. A friend of mine told me a little bit of background about this national rollout of how this is going to work. No big
Mhm.
surprise. Federal government back in 2020 under the Trump administration. I think this was Jared's project, if I remember correctly. He was supposed to put out a national website where people could sign up for the vaccine, and then each individual state would have to do the work behind the scenes to make sure that
Yeah.
that appointment gets. Apparently, in November, the states were able to look at this website and they said it's complete crap. Like it was so garbage that all 50 states said, no thanks, we don't want to use this. So then, in a rush, every state had to come up with their own website.
Oh,
And then some of the providers like Kroger and Walgreens didn't want to integrate into these states, 50 different states websites.
websites
So
makes
that's
sense.
that's why, yeah. So that's why
I
Ohio
can't.
actually
I
hired a
can't.
vendor.
I can't believe that Jared Kushner does not have a degree in web design and HTML and coding
Right?
and software
Right?
development.
He's a magician that can do everything, and I guess his abilities stop at the website design. So, anyways, Ohio hired a vendor. They built a website real quick, and that's the Get the Shot Ohio that you guys see. That's the one that I tried. And really,
Oh.
all it is just a gate. It's just a gatekeeper, and it's just like the initial doorway. It says, let's make sure you're eligible, and if you answer these questions, then you get kicked to a page that has a list of providers you can check through. Well, each of those
Mm.
providers make you answer the same questions over again. And by the way, Kroger
Oh.
sucks. Yeah, so it's very time consuming in one respect. But then some of these providers don't even let you sign up online. So it's like, here, let me answer all these questions. Yes, you're eligible. Then you go to this one little clinic that says that they're taking appointments. And then when you get to the website, they're like, please call us for an appointment. We don't do online bookings. Oh, that's great, wasting my time. But then you go to a place like Walgreens and they make you wait in a virtual line for 45 minutes before finally telling you that there's nothing available. And then you go to Kroger and Kroger lets you sign up for the first shot, but then
Mm.
it's too far in the future to sign up for the second shot. So then it stops you. You can't even finish because it says you have to sign up for both at the same time, but 0% of the second shots are eligible to be selected. So it's like, wow, none of this went through quality testing at all. But that's
You
why
know what?
people were having
You
problems.
know. You know what this reminds me of? When you're like
Hmm.
applying for a job, and then you go to the website or whatever, and they're like, upload your resume and cover letter here, and you're just like, oh, this
Yes.
is awesome. Click, click, upload. All right, good. Next question. So your work history.
Right.
I
Everything
could
that
have
you just had in
swore
your
that's
resume.
in my resume. What the fuck? Like,
Exactly. Exactly.
God,
Answer
so happy I
everything
don't
all
work
over
for
again.
people anymore. Yeah, that's.
This is
Mm.
this is the this is like the crux of what I do in my job is to make sure that if somebody wants to make a change to a, a, a web page or a process, that these are the things that are taken into consideration. If somebody already answered these questions over here, carry it forward so they don't have to answer it again. That's basically what I do in my job every day. And it's frustrating to me when I have to participate in a
Mm.
scenario in which I have no say in it and I can see all the mistakes that they're making and I can't control it and I can't do anything about it.
Yup.
Can't give them feedback, can't tell them how much they suck. But this is, ooh, it just drives me
Mm.
crazy. So if you
Can you
know anybody who's struggling to get the appointments, just tell them to go
go
outside
to
of
Trump
Franklin County.
country?
Right. Because Franklin County is overwhelmed with the number of people who are trying to sign up right now because
That's
we all want
so
the vaccine.
hilarious.
Yeah. But
I'm
then
gonna
if,
I'm
if you
gonna
go
look
to,
into this when you're done. This is
yeah,
awesome. This is so
yeah,
hilarious. It's like if you want the vaccine, go to where the conspiracy theorists live, and
it's
just take
true. If you,
theirs.
because each of these counties are getting a stock of doses. And so I don't want them to go to waste. So somebody might look at me and say, well, don't you feel bad that you're taking it away from somebody else who wants it? Well, I
They
already
don't
know they
want it.
don't want it.
They.
But also, the alternative is I stay in Franklin County and I wait for months and months and months. And then all the ones that went to this county where people don't want the vaccine, they all went to
They have
waste
to.
and got
They
thrown
have to
away.
throw them out because expiration dates
Yes,
passed or whatnot.
exactly. So I'd rather risk, just going to and this is a neighboring county. It's right next door to me, so it's not like I'm driving too far. It's actually
Mm-hmm.
closer for me to go to this place I got it from than it is for me to go to any place in Franklin County where I can get it. So,
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know
anyways,
why.
that's my COVID story.